how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance, and welcome to your Pick an Object reading. So whichever object you feel drawn to, these are the messages for you. So let's see which one you feel drawn to the most. We have group 1 with the lapis lazuli or lazuli, however you like to pronounce it, pendant or point. We then have this angel ring. And then we have this key. It's a kind of a key earring. It's got like a diamantes. But I wanted to show the gold. So whichever one you feel drawn to the most, feel free to pause the video here if you need a few moments to let your intuition and your gut feeling lead you to the object and messages for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, so let's dive straight into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at what's coming through for you. So, you chose the pendant point. So the first card we have is Adventures. Success, lost lands, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Okay, so I'm drawn to this energy here as well. We've got lost lands, soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. So it may be that there is some talent or something that you have or something that you do that feels very familiar to you. And it may be something that's weighing heavily on you or it's pressing on your mind because it's come through here for a reason. And I do feel one of these reasons is to reassure you that you are on the right path. You are doing what you're meant to be doing, if that makes sense. Because I sense some of you are feeling like you need to change something. You need to, I don't know if this is changing your career path or changing a relationship, going on an adventure, like you need change. But even though that's true, and you do need to feel like you're challenging yourself or like there's variety in your life, but I'm actually sensing that you are being guided to stick where you are in some way. And I know that's a really specific message that's coming through here, but it is what it is. It's what's come through. And it's not to say that you have to stick with it forever, but I'm feeling there's something about pausing before leaping here. Okay. And I do feel that if you do that, that you will have success. Okay. Now this may also be about experimenting a little bit. So it means that maybe not to completely close yourself off to something, but you can still keep yourself invested in something, but also be looking at other options or, yeah, diving into other things. I don't know. This is a really obscure energy coming through here. I don't know. For some of you, I'm actually feeling maybe that's what it is, the lost feeling. Like you're feeling lost. Like maybe you feel like you're an alien, you know, or a starseed or someone that doesn't fit in. But I feel like you're not meant to fit in. You're not meant to fit into any box that anybody else decides that you should be in, or the box that even you think that you should be in. I feel like you're someone that is meant to be very free. Very, very free, carefree, adventurous. And that will also lead you to success. But I also feel like for some of you, you might be chasing something that isn't going to bring you that feeling of being found or being... I don't know. So I just touched my heart. You can't see it, but I just felt something in my heart then, like almost this feeling of you want to feel like you're at home. You want to feel like you're at peace, and maybe you're looking for it in the wrong places. I don't know. Because there's a bit of a contrast here between sticking and waiting things out, having patience. You know, we've got time. You are trying too hard, give it time. But then this urge or this calling, like your soul may be calling. You've just got this urge where you need to explore something. And it may be because there is something familiar, maybe something you currently do, but there could also be something that you maybe did in a past life. And I'm feeling that this is something that you do in terms of a talent, something that is very special and unique to you. And it may be also that you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself. Maybe you don't feel like you're good enough at whatever this is. You feel like you could do better. And maybe this is a positive thing for you, where you feel like you're on a self-improvement vibration, where you're just trying to up your knowledge, up your skill level in something, or learn something brand new. But maybe it's something that feels brand new in this life, but there's this connection that you have to it. So there's definitely a lot of creativity coming through here. So you may be someone that is multi-talented, like you have so many different gifts, and maybe that's confusing to you. Or maybe this is having too many options. Okay, so many different things you want to try and experiment in terms of traveling. Okay, it might be that you want to go to so many different places and you can't make up your mind. Again, this could be about relationships as well, like not knowing who to stick with in relationships or in friendships, and not feeling like you can stick it out in some way. So yeah, I feel like there's this constant battle for you between feeling like you need to be patient, feeling like you need to stick it out, but then also feeling like it doesn't align for me anymore, so why am I still trying? Yeah, it is a confusing time for you, I feel. But yeah, obviously we've got this, give it time. So give it time. You definitely need to have some patience with yourself. And maybe that you're trying to move things along too quickly, or trying to gain more success. But everything's happening for your highest good. And it may be that there needs to be a few delays, or a change of path, okay? Or new offers that come through that make you question where you are currently. I don't know, it feels like you're going through some kind of epiphany, awakening right now. So I'm just going to look at some tarot messages on this for you. King of Wands. Queen of Coins reversed. The Star reversed. Seven of Wands. Okay, they're all reversed. So we've got Earth energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And then we have Aquarius here. So you may resonate with those signs, or you may be dealing with somebody else who resonates with these signs. But it feels like you've lost hope in something. Like maybe you have tried really hard and you're just fed up. You're fed up of putting in all the effort, or you're fed up of feeling like you don't fit in, or you stand out in some way. But not in a good way. It doesn't feel like, whatever that is, it makes you feel insecure. Like, what's wrong with you? I keep hearing you question that. Like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do what others seem to be able to do so effortlessly, or seemingly effortlessly? But we never truly know what goes on behind closed doors, and obviously what is behind the social media facade. So, but we can rationalize this as much as we like, but it doesn't mean that we may not feel in some way isolated, because that's what I'm picking up with you here. There's a sense of loneliness, and like you're having to battle everything on your own. And it may not be the case that you actually are, but it feels like there's an internal battle going on, and there's a lot of pressure. And for some of you, this could be financial pressure, financial insecurities, or I don't know. Something doesn't feel quite right here in terms of the physical. So it could be your health as well. Your health has been suffering. But then we've got the King of Wands right there as well. I mean, this is very dominant masculine energy. So for some of you, I actually feel like this is you. Like both of these people are you. This is your masculine and feminine energy. And it's like maybe you're more in your masculine energy, especially if you are having to do everything on your own and you're feeling like you're having to struggle through everything and you're having to fight for everything that you have. That is more of a masculine energy. So it may feel like there is an imbalance, and may not even just feel like it. There is an imbalance here. But whether it's something that you can alter or not, it depends on the responsibilities you have. But yeah, that may be where you're kind of losing some hope here. Like your feminine side, I feel like is calling out. It's calling out for rest. It's calling out for nurturing. It's calling out for safety and security. Definitely something about you feeling safe and feeling like maybe this is more about like your financial security, saving for your future, or wanting to buy a home and feeling like you don't have to worry anymore about money, or worry anymore about, for some of you there's diet and food coming through here as well. So I don't know if that's something, but of course like the rising living costs is, affecting, well, it is going to affect everyone in most respects, except for the ultra wealthy. But so I mean that might be something that you're feeling as well. But I guess I was just saying that because to know that a lot of people are going through this. There's a lot of economic change, and it's not been good for a lot of people. But there's always a light where there's dark. That is that's polarity. So there'll always be people making money during recessions. There'll be people that will actually thrive off making money during a recession. And obviously, even if the majority of people are suffering, there'll always be someone that is making money. So anyway, I've gone on a bit of a tangent there. Let's move on from that. With the Seven of Wands reversed, yeah, there's a sense of giving up. Okay, and this is where I feel like you are, like you just want to give up. Like maybe you're just ready for a rest. You're ready for some help. Maybe you're ready for a partnership. You're ready for teamwork. Okay, you're ready to feel like you have like somebody else that's helping, because you've had everything on your shoulders for so long. It's like, I need this person. And for some of you, it might be this person sleeps in your bed, but you don't feel safe with them. You don't feel protected. It could be that your person you care about is halfway across the world, okay, or is traveling, or is just not with you right now, okay. It's definitely this feeling of you being alone, regardless of what your relationship status is. Like you're doing it alone. Okay, what else is coming through on this? The Tower reversed. Yeah. King of Swords. Two of Coins. Okay, we've got Aries energy here. It feels like this has maybe been happening for a while. Like there's been a lot of pressure here bubbling under the surface. I'm seeing like a pressure cooker. And I always remember this horrible documentary series I watched. It was like called Cruel and Unusual Deaths. No, Curious and Unusual Deaths. I don't know. But I, have to find it quite interesting. And yeah, I remember there was a death with this boiler. What do you call it? Anyway, why am I going off on so many tangents today? But maybe I'm speaking to somebody that saw that, like she was cooking beetroot. I'll say no more. But the fact that it killed her, I don't think says enough. But anyway, getting back to the point of this tower moment, but it feels like nothing's really exploded here. Nothing's really come to the surface. It feels like everything is below still. It's still under there, but there's pressure, intense, tense pressure. But eventually the top will blow off. Okay, that is science, right? You can only take so much pressure before exploding or burning out, having a breakdown. So yeah, it's like you need to relieve the pressure in some way. For some of you, this might be very literal as well, something to do with your boiler, or some kind of pressure gauge. Like that you have to alter, or maybe that, you know, you get someone to help you with that. I don't know. But it feels like crisis averted though. So I don't feel like anything major is kind of happening just yet. But again, it's like doing some kind of preparatory work here. There's a lot of messages coming through, and then they're all over the place. So maybe that's how you're feeling as well, kind of all over the place. But yeah, I mean, if this is about a relationship, I feel like communication is coming. And I feel like it's coming from that person. But I don't know, they look a bit angry in that tarot card today. There's an anger, there's, you know, look, they're in deep and very bright blue eyes and very, I don't know. Maybe this is more of a defensiveness, like a guarded, like they want to talk, they want to be open and honest, but they're guarded. They're definitely guarded, they're unsure. And yeah, I feel like there's something to do with their ego being bruised. But they definitely want to smooth things out here. I mean, look how we've got the scales, okay? This needs rebalancing, and I do feel the rebalancing is coming. And it may be that things nearly reached this boiling point. Maybe it did come over. This could, the way that I'm seeing the tower now, I'm seeing all the water and the fire, so this could be like something that's actually tipped over and it's gone crazy. Wow, I've never seen that before in the tower reversed. Because usually this is like I said, like a chaos averted type of energy. But I don't know, it might be that something has kind of gone over the side and then an honest conversation takes place with someone and more balance is restored. Okay, so yes, just have this reassurance that things are going to work themselves out here, but you do need to have patience. Okay, there is something that you are working too hard with, or you're trying too hard, or trying to micromanage it or change something, when it just needs actually a bit of reflection, a bit of waiting, standing back, because again, you don't want to be too close to that pot. Okay, if it's about to bubble over and explode, you don't want to be in the firing line. Stand back just a little bit. Okay, so you've got a bit of distance and space, and to analyze how you'll move, maybe to get your own level of defense there to protect you. I don't know why you should have to feel protected if this is about a relationship. From them, you should want to feel, I mean, I'm sure you do. Everyone wants to feel safe and secure. There's nothing wrong with that. Astrologer. Okay, that did say banter. It does say banter. Autumn. Right, that'll do. We've got exercise your will. Soulmate. Fantasy. Social media influencer and obsessed. Okay, that's... let's take a look. Now, astrologer, I'm hearing for some of you, this is something to do with the astrology right now. Okay, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you're watching this is when it's meant for you. So maybe check your chart. Maybe if you're familiar with your natal chart and transits, you can check what's going on there. It might be that you're having some... I don't know, for some of you it could be like a Saturn return or some major planetary influence. That could be what's going on. But also I'm picking up on a lot of Pisces energy right now. And we are in very strong Pisces season. We've got Jupiter there, we've got the Sun, we've got Neptune, and what was the other one? Mercury. So there's a lot of Pisces energy in the air right now. So even if we're not in Pisces season when you're watching this now, just know that there's all this Pisces, you know, intuitive, watery, disillusional influence coming through in this reading. Okay? And this might be where fantasy is coming into it. Fantasy. So maybe this is about you've got a certain fantasy, or you've got this vision of what you want this, you know, this connection to be, or, you know, if this is again talking about your talents, your career, it's like you've got this idea of where you want your life to be, and this is about you exercising your will on that, okay, taking those steps towards the goal that you have. But also about holding back and not being too obsessed. So maybe for some of you, you could be obsessed with other people's social media. This could be about comparing yourselves. Like, yeah, I'm saying something about rose-colored glasses as well. Like, you're looking at other people's lives and thinking that they're much better than they are. And that's very common with social media, to decondition from that. Like, but we should always tell ourselves, like, this is only one side that this person is choosing to show us. We don't know everything else that is happening that they're not choosing to make known to the public. So just remind yourself of that as much as you can. But sometimes comparison can be a good thing, but only if it catalyzes you to make a positive change in your life. Okay, that is where there's a benefit. Again, there is always a light and a shadow side to everything. So, yeah, and also, yeah, banter. So I'm thinking this is like being more light-hearted, like enjoying the moment a bit more. So maybe this is something about you living more like in a fantasy. Maybe, your present world hasn't been the happiest right now, but I feel like there's always something again to laugh at. And if you can try and laugh at yourself as well, to be self-deprecating and to just, be like a little more light-hearted about something. I don't know, like maybe something about like killing the mood was killed, and then, what was I going to say? Like injecting a bit of humor into something, and it lightens the mood. Yeah. So it might be that a little joke or something like lightens up any of this like intensity, or brings you back down to earth a little bit here. And then with autumn as well, autumn. So maybe that something transpires in autumn. There's going to be some major, transformation for you. And maybe that's what you need to be patient for as well, is to wait for that season, because maybe what you're desiring or you're trying to exercise to bring to your will isn't going to work as good as it will in the time of autumn, wherever it is for you in the world. And social media influencer, why did I say influencer, so weird? Soulmate. Yeah, I don't know if some of you are a social media influencer. I know that's a really broad term, but I mean these days. But so I don't know if this is you. I mean, maybe talking about astrology or doing soulmate connection readings, or maybe that you meet your soulmate through social media. Yeah, it could be. But something about like somebody having some level of recognition or influence over people. So this could be you as well. But yeah, you're definitely being called to, be strong, to do what it is you need to do, to exercise your will. I'm seeing something about discipline here, having a level of discipline, but you are going to achieve success. That was one of the first cards that came through. You are going to be successful one way or the other. Whatever the situation is, you're going to come out on top. But it's like I keep saying this quote lately, but it's so true. Like you hit this wall, and then the wall helps you to rest and helps to redirect you. It blocks you from things that weren't meant for you. So to kind of embrace them, embrace the blocks, embrace rejection, embrace anything that feels limiting right now, and just know that it is going to work out for your highest good. So I really hope this resonated with you. Please feel free to let me know in the comments below if it did. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. Okay, so I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 1, and you take care now. So we are now going to move on to group number 2. So let's take a look at number 2's messages. That was a really interesting reading. Unusual. So let's see if group number 2 is just as unusual. Okay, group number 2. let's take a look at your messages. So, first card, a protection, miracles, surrender, inner earth. Okay. So, group 2. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. I don't know why my throat is going so much today. Inner earth, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. So there's definitely a lot coming through about newness here, group 2. So I definitely feel like there's some kind of new beginning, new opportunity that is around the corner for you. And it may feel like it's a miracle. Wow. Like it's definitely something that's going to be so impactful to you. And in a way, I'm seeing this, this divine protection surrounding you. I'm actually seeing like the burning bush there. I don't know. Like maybe you've seen something, like maybe you get a sign or something that is so powerful that you just can't ignore it. Okay, or it could be that there is this beautiful gift that comes through that again, like you feel like you can't ignore. It feels so positive. It feels like you're like a wish fulfillment, like what you have desired has actually happened. Because I sense you like pinching yourself almost and being like, what? Like, I can't believe this happened. I know I've dreamed about this happening, but I'm still in shock that this is actually happening for me. Like I see you feeling that, saying that out loud, affirm that in the comments. Wow. But you are being guided to surrender at this time. Sorry if you can hear that noise in the background. That's my bunny Dust, I believe, chewing his cardboard box. Okay, he'll stop in a sec. Yes, so you are needing to step back or step down, okay, and maybe let go of something that wasn't serving you, or something that has been holding you back from achieving what it is that you desire, achieving this miracle. So yeah, it's like you are having to let go of something, but just know that this all will work out. Wow. And then, yeah, you'll survive this. So it may feel like you won't, okay? That may be the feeling that you've got right now. You might be feeling like, I don't know if I'm going to survive this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to let this go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cope. How will I cope? You will cope, because new solutions and beginnings will be brought through for you, but from the universe, okay? Because the universe will acknowledge the fact that you've let something go, and we'll see, okay, we need to help my group 2 out, okay? They've let it go, so let's bring in something, let's bring in this new solution for them. Let's bring in this new connection. Let's bring in this new opportunity, and that helps them to reinstill that faith within themselves that they're making the right choices. Yeah, so this is about having a lot of faith and trust within yourself. Now, for some of you, you might be in this hermiting place as well. You might be kind of wanting to shy away from certain people or crowded places. I'm seeing a lot of, there's a lot of cave energy here. So it might be like you're feeling you want to hide away, almost like sitting under a blanket, cocooning yourself almost. But this may also be advice for you to do some protective rituals. Okay, so this could be using protective crystals like selenite or smoky quartz, keeping one on your person, or using a selenite wand, or using a sound bowl, okay, or saging, black salts, water purification. There's so many different ways of, purifying your energy. You might be somebody that is very open and empathic, that takes on other people's energy. And I feel like this is maybe where you get into this place of, I need to be in my cave. I need to step away from the light so I can protect my energy, so I can surrender and rest, so that something new can come in. Because wow, look, we've got the Moon card here, the ultimate intuitive psychic card. So I definitely feel like you're someone that is very, very psychic, intuitive. Okay, you might have lots of different senses, any of the clairs. Okay, you could be clairaudient, clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient. Wow. I'm definitely seeing something with your vision. So definitely some clairvoyance is coming through. And whether this is in your day-to-day life or whether this is in your dreams, but I'm also getting claircognizance. There's a sense of you just knowing, like you just have this feeling when something isn't right. You can't always put your finger on it. You can't always identify exactly what it is, but you know it's something you either want to do, you don't want to do, you want to stay away from, you want to get closer to. Because that's interesting as well with the Tower reverse. That did come through in the last reading. And, you know, these are both major arcanas. So I do feel like there are certain things happening as well that are outside of your control. So you're just trying to do everything you can within your control, which is all you can do and all you should do. Or you should put all of your focus into. But yeah, I'm definitely getting this hiding away, shying away maybe from conflict, okay? Maybe wanting to release yourself from any conflicting or chaotic, dramatic situations. Wow. And the Justice, another major arcana. This is a lot, group 2. Yeah, so this is a major shift going on in your life. But I do feel that this shift is going to bring you balance, okay? This is going to bring you peace and harmony. Now, this could also be a relationship, okay? Justice can be a relationship card, okay? Possibly signing a contract. Oh my God, I've just realized as well, you chose the ring. I mean, for some of you, that could be like a ring. It could be a proposal. I don't know. It could be something that's coming to you. But also, you know, the ring is part of the contract, isn't it? So it might be that there's something else that you are signing. I don't know. Okay, but this could also be that you're having to surrender an old connection so you can bring the new in, so you can potentially get married, so you can have the partnership that you desire. It might be that there's somebody else that's been weighing you down that isn't for you or isn't for you right now, maybe. I don't know. But now it could also be just releasing something. It could be anything, a number of things, limiting self-beliefs. This could be, you know, a literal decluttering, getting rid of old things that you don't wear anymore, or clutter, okay, doing a declutter, or getting rid of old, or it sounds, I was going to say it sounds so brutal, it's like getting rid of old friends that don't align with you anymore. But in time, I think if you don't align with a certain friend anymore, you're both not aligning with each other. It's not a person like judgmental, or it shouldn't be. It's like we are just different now. We're not serving each other's highest good, whether it's right or wrong. But in terms of just releasing, maybe this is just spending a little less time with people that don't make you feel good. Okay, 10 of Wands. And the Magician. Whew. Okay, you are in some crazy powerful place, group 2. You really, really are. This is you being very, very creative. So maybe this is like secretly creative. Maybe these are things that you don't share with others. Like you might have these hidden talents or skills. Yeah, maybe people just aren't aware of this because you like to keep things under your hat, okay? And nothing wrong with that. But I'm almost seeing you stepping into some kind of spotlight here. Yeah, even if I don't know, even if it doesn't feel quite comfortable to you. It feels like you stepping into the light, that you doing something, starting, sparking, creation. There's miracles here. Wow. But there's also a lot of heavy burdens, I feel like. Maybe you've got a lot on your shoulders. I'm definitely picking up like business owner vibes here. So you could be a business owner, like somebody that's a boss, or somebody that is in charge, or somebody that has these natural leadership abilities and is able to direct and guide people in the best direction for them. Like somebody that can look at someone and go, I know exactly what talents and skills you would be best to use them for, like, or where to put you, basically. Somebody that can organize other people. But maybe there's a sense of not feeling like you can organize yourself sometimes. So maybe that's also something you're being guided to do with that decluttering energy that I got, about releasing any old baggage, things that are not serving you. And that will give you a little bit more wiggle room and a bit more freedom, a bit less of a load. Okay, it's something like there's just too much on your shoulders, and there's something about needing to make things a little easier for you. And not that life should be just easy all the time, because that wouldn't be completely balanced either. But I feel like there are things that you could do that would make things easier. Something about working smarter, not harder. Oh my God, look, about born leader. Born leader, yes, you are a born leader, group 2. You are meant to speak your truth. You're meant to be very open. Now, this could be like you're like a born storyteller, okay? So this could be that you would be really great naturally at telling either your story or like narrating other people's truth. I don't know. But it feels like this is more about yourself, like you relaying certain memories. Okay, we've got let's try again as well. That's an interesting one. We've got impulsive crying. Impulsive crying. Is someone impulsively crying? Is that a thing? I guess it can be. Emotionally avoidant. Okay. Awkward. What? Love yourself. Oh, I love my fishbowl messages. They're so... wow. I purposely tried to make them diverse anyway. And I still keep adding to them. But let me know, actually, write in the comments if you've got any fishbowl suggestions that I can add in there, because there's a lot of words out there. So anyway, so yeah, awkward. I don't know if that's you feel awkward. Maybe you're someone that is a born leader, but you feel socially awkward, or you don't feel like you are someone that could be a leader because you feel so awkward, or perhaps because you feel you're someone very impulsive. And maybe that's something that is a leadership quality within you. That's a strong leadership quality, that you're able to make snap decisions, but that they feel like they're intuitive decisions though, because you've got all of this sensitivity here. And I'm seeing third eye activation and crown chakra activation coming through for you. There's a lot of, I feel like there's a lot of spirit guides. Like there's not just one spirit guide. I feel like there's quite a few that are like looking out for you. Like you are, because you're being protected in some way, because you're meant to help. You are meant to help others. I feel like that's one of your greatest gifts. Okay, that's one of the things that you are meant to do, is help others that are going through harsh times that you've been through and you've come through the other side. Okay, and you're meant to lead in that way. Emotionally avoidant. Let's try again. I feel like this is one person here, and maybe that's crying as well, like somebody that behaved this way with you, somebody that, because I don't feel like you are the emotionally avoidant one. Perhaps you are though, perhaps you could be going through that right now, and that's coming through too. But I'm picking up this strong sense that this is actually about somebody else, like there's somebody else that has been that way with you, and you're naturally more of an open book with your emotions, or this is more of a natural disposition for you, but maybe you've been conditioned so strongly to keep everything in out of fear of scaring people off in some way. But I feel like as you start to love yourself more, and I feel like you're already on that journey, group 2, and maybe that's why potentially impulsive crying could be happening. It could be that just tears start flowing from which feels like nowhere, okay? Or maybe even you cry out of awkwardness, like the frustration of awkward situations. And that's something I feel like you're being guided to work through, to not ignore, but to actually work through it, because you do have those leadership abilities and you have a way with words, okay? The way that you speak, the words that you use, the tone, the cadence, everything about your language, I feel like is impactful. Whether you realize it yet or not, it is, okay? And definitely your stories, okay? You have a lot of things to talk about. And if only people would ask you the right questions, I feel like, because there's a sense of needing to be invited here to speak in some way. Like, you just don't always have the opportunity or the audience to listen to what it is that, you know, the stories that you have. But there's something about you finding that audience. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I really do hope that this resonated with you, group 2. Please let me know down in the comments below if it did. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, so I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Oh yes, I forgot to mention as well, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. I offer video readings filmed in the style of these YouTube readings and email readings. Email readings, I have a 3-day turnaround time, so you'll receive your reading within 3 days from booking. And for video readings, you will receive your reading within 7 days upon booking. Okay. So now let's move on to group number 3. So group number 3 with the key, let's take a look at your messages. Okay, the first card, pleasure, flexibility, we the Hathers, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. That's interesting with the fact that we've got go with the flow, don't resist change, and flexibility. Both of these energies are very much changeable. So I feel like you're being guided right now to not be too rigid. Don't be too stubborn or set in your ways, because I feel like that will hold you back right now. Because we've got this portal here. We've got this portal that's opened up for you. And I feel like if you stay too rigidly on your path, that you're going to miss that portal. Okay, you're going to like miss it entirely. It's just going to disappear. And not to say, of course, it's going to reappear again for you, but who knows when. Okay, but the portal, I'm just seeing, look at how many archways we've got here. Wow, look, 1, 2, 3. So we've got 3 archways, and oh, of course, well, you chose the key to open a doorway, archway. Wow, yeah, portal. Yeah, there's a new path for you. There is a new path, and this is why you need to just truly go with the flow right now. Do not let yourself, like, again, be too stuck in something. So if you have this rigid routine, you're definitely being guided. This might just be right now, but it might just be something that's better for your energy type, okay? You might be someone that actually thrives more when you're just moving as much as you can. There are certain things, of course, that have to be done within a certain time frame or on certain days, but as much as you can, I feel like you're being guided to just be very, very flexible and open to, again, new changes. These could be new offers as well that come through. I mean, it could be that somebody really random that you weren't expecting says, hey, do you want to come out with me and go bowling? I don't know why I said bowling, but okay. And usually you might say no, I'm busy, or no, it's just a no. It's a no from me. But I feel like right now you're being guided to say yes as much as you can to things that deviate from your normal routine, from your normal structure. Okay, so, and like this says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. So if you're somebody that really enjoys and craves routine and that brings you stability, just know that it's not something that has to last forever. This this routine flux, this changeability, it could be something that is just temporary. Okay, this is a shifting cycle. Okay, and it will shift again and get into more fixed energy. So it might be because we're in Pisces season, that could have something to do with it. Now, I know this is a timeless reading, but whenever you're watching this, I feel like the energy of the stars and the planets will be coming through in this reading too. Okay, so definitely there's a lot of, again, movability, changing of minds, confusion, fantasy. A lot of it is enjoying as well, but when there's a bit too much Pisces energy or Neptunian influences, it's not always grounded in reality, and sometimes it can be overdoing things, like overindulging in things, not really having a good reading on, how much it is you're taking in or whatever it is you're doing. People can take things to more extremes because of some confusion, okay? Maybe about how much has already been consumed. So I also feel like you're being guided to like stop and smell the roses right now. Like everything that's happening, to really soak up and enjoy. Like every little thing, to try and find like the pleasure in just life, like itself, the fact that you're still here, the fact that you're still breathing and living and moving and changing, to just embrace that as much as you can. And it will definitely make this transition or this guiding towards this new path much, much smoother for you. Because that's the thing, it feels like if you are going to resist the changes too much, it will become a really rocky path. It will be like going down rapids, in a kayak without a helmet. But whereas if you just naturally go with these flow of the changes, like you're on, a really quiet, relaxed stream in an open canoe with a helmet, and it will just go, it just flows so much easier for you. So definitely you're being guided to, just allow things to happen. Like if somebody cancels on you, for instance, like you had a plan and it cancelled, instead of getting too upset about it, just think, okay, maybe this was protecting me from something. There could be a good reason why this has happened. Maybe something better is meant to be replaced by this event that was cancelled. Okay, that's just one example, of course. Or if you happen to be late, you wake up late, again, something, you might feel cranky, but you don't realize why. Maybe that crankiness will drive you to do something that maybe you wouldn't have done before. Or, maybe it drives you to get an earlier night the night before, if it was down to you going to bed late, purposefully, okay? I'm not talking about if you've got insomnia, it's a whole different kettle of fish and not something you can help, obviously. But I think you get the idea. It's the resistance that I'm really trying to pinpoint here. Like not... just allow, like, this is what I do personally, because I used to have really bad road rage, really bad. That's my Mars and Aries for you. Me blaming the Mars and Aries. Anyway, but yeah, I used to get really annoyed at everybody, and I was like, now, well, everybody's just, they're just trying to get from A to B the same as me. They might be having a really bad day. Like, you don't know what's going on in their life. To maybe cause them to miss something. They might just have had like a moment where they lost their vision or something. Like, you just don't know what's going on with people. So I always try now to have compassion, and I'm like, okay, whatever's going on, it might be irritating to me, but again, there also might be a divine reason in place for this. Maybe I'm meant to be delayed. Maybe I'm meant to be late for something. Maybe I'm meant to avoid a collision. You just don't know. So it was just, for me, it was changing my mentality. And I never get angry, almost never. I'm still human after all. And sometimes I do believe the universe tests us as well, especially when we do heal through certain things and we do become, I don't know, more relaxed and we can handle things better. Then the universe is like, okay, sure, but can you handle this? So that could also be what's coming through here for you. You might be feeling like you're being tested, like, why? Everything, I'm a good person. I try to live, a positive karmic life. I try to do good things for others. I try to do good things for myself. So why is this negative thing happening? And just know that is just the universe just going, knock, knock. Let's just test you in these moments of struggle. Okay, because the universe knows how you handle the positive things, but needs to see how can you gauge something else that's negative, something that's going to be challenging for you. How do you handle that? But it's more about you, for you to understand that within yourself, for you to learn and for you to heal and grow like you've done with every other struggle in your life. Okay, so let's take a look at the tarot now. What messages do you need to hear right now? Oh, Ace of Coins. You like that one. So that was too many. That was like 5. Knave of Wands. 9 of Wands. Eight of Cups. Oops. Okay. 10 of Coins. Ooh. Okay, there's a lot coming through about money here for you, group 3. money. I'm seeing a new work offer here, a new offer. This could be, I don't know, a new source of money coming through for you. And I always think that's a really good manifestation as well, or affirmation rather, to say out loud. Multiple sources of income. What is it? What is the affirmation? I attract multiple sources of income. Oh my God, have I actually forgotten it? And it's not mine. I certainly didn't make it up. Was it Neville Goddard? I attract money easily and effortlessly through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Yeah, there we go. I knew it was there. It's programmed in there. But I think it's that Mercury in Pisces. I'm just a little bit all over the place, but I know it's collective. I hope. No, I know it is. Anyway, so yeah, there's going to be some kind of new opportunity, a new offer. I mean, it could be about romance. It could. But to me, it feels more like there's new money coming through. And then I almost see you getting into this space, which, you know what, I don't have time for this playing around anymore. Like maybe this is you leveling up in your financial game, okay? Because 10 of coins is a leveling up, okay? Or it's basically the top, okay? It's as much money as you can get, okay? Or this is as much security. Or this is like the top position in your work or your career role, okay? This is you being, top of the ladder in some way. So yeah, I just get you outgrowing something here. Now, this could be about your work, some aspect of your work or your career that you're outgrowing. But for a lot of you, I'm feeling this is more about certain people. Like you're outgrowing certain mentalities, certain energies. Like you just feel like I don't have the time for this. I don't have the time for this. I've got my kingdom to run. Do you think I've got time for you running around, acting recklessly, being in and out? Like who do you think you are? You think you're some kind of prize? Like, hell no. And that's almost where I feel like you're getting to, which I think is very, very positive. Okay, but it's obviously how you're interpreting it yourself. But, 8 of Cups is walking away emotionally. This is you like, do you know what? I'm just not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with immature bullshit. I'm not dealing with the ghosting. I'm not dealing with breadcrumbing. I'm not dealing with somebody that tries to break me down, or somebody that doesn't make me a priority, somebody that's still acting like they're 18. You're like king, queen of your kingdom. You don't have time for pettiness. This is where I see you being, group 3. There's a really strong, empowering energy coming through. Whew. Sorry if you can hear that. The neighbors are doing some kind of drilling. Money is coming. Oh my God. Do you know what? I knew this reading was going to be the best one. I don't know. But as soon as I showed you this pendant in the beginning, I just had this feeling that it just is the one. Okay. Fire Brigade. That's at 121 days, by the way. Success. Artist. Ooh. Strong. Oh. 12th house. Okay, don't wait. Oh, it's got me all excited, this one. Okay, I mean, let's get the 12th house out of the way, because 12th house can be the house of suffering, it can be the house of pain, it can be the house of hospitals and prisons and mental institutions. Just that's the negative side of it, okay? The positive side, it is Pisces house, okay? Now, not to say that, Pisces energy is that energy, but this is, the house configuration, okay? But the energy of Pisces as well, it's the place of fantasy and, spirituality, metaphysical and dreaminess and glamour. Every Pisces I've ever known has always been super glamorous. So, yeah, I don't know if that's something to do with what's coming through, because we've got money and then success. So I don't know if this is something to do with you leveling up in your own glamour, maybe wanting to buy some gold here. I don't know. It just feels like you're going to be dripping in gold or dripping in money by you going more with the flow. And so this might be going against like what you feel is actually going to bring you to that success. But I feel like this is by you being more flexible is what's going to help to bring that success to you, okay? Or you're going to go out and get that success rather, because success doesn't just knock on the door if you've put no prior work into it, of course. But sometimes it is. You've planted the seeds, you then have to sit back and watch them grow. So this may also be the phase that you're in. Like you've put in so much time and effort, and maybe it's time for you to have a little bit of a break. But I feel like when you get certain urges, that you are being guided to not wait, okay? Like you're really, really close to something here. There's something that's coming through, and I feel like it's going to be something big, like something that's exciting, maybe even quite shocking. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'm picking up like Uranus energy there, like something that feels, yeah, kind of shocking and a little bit out there, maybe. It might be something that's very creative, something to do with artistry, something that you create that is then, it's going to bring you the money. Now, it could be something that is going to transpire in 120 days from now. How many days, how many months is that? Is that like 3 months? No, 3 months is 90, isn't it? So is that 4 months? I don't even know. I don't know why I even wrote 120 days on that. It's a weird one. Either way, I know it's very specific, but I feel like there's going to be some kind of a turnaround for you within 120 days. Okay, so it's very, very close. It's very, very close, whatever this is. And, you know, you are going to be in, again, like I said, in this place of power, this place of strength, where you are the king or queen of your kingdom, okay? Your home, your business, maybe even in your relationship. It could be like you're the person that's gonna like wear the trousers, so to speak, okay? Yeah, it could be that, or it could be that you'll be a strong power couple. But I'm just picking up so much like dominant masculine energy coming through from you right now, even though there seems to be more feminine energy. So it almost feels like the advice for you is to be more in your feminine. But then by doing that, the masculine will naturally shine through, like without you having to try, and with things being more balanced. Yeah, okay. So I really do hope that this makes sense for you, Group 3. Please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it today. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in the description box below. I do offer video readings and email readings. And email readings have a 3-day turnaround, and seven days for a video reading. So, and there's lots of different options and choices there for you. So it'd be a pleasure to read for you. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.